world. Third segment is the transportation additives. As I already mentioned, transportation oil or transportation additives. We are supplying all our components with the ad pack, include the national and the private customers. Yeah, so next is the finished fluid market. I think Namitesh Roy already mentioned on the aviation. So Royco is our one of the finest brand available across the globe. So 1 out of 3 flights use the Royco brand, directly or indirectly. But same times, and this is mostly for the commercial aviation, I can say, or civil aviation. But same times, we also have a big presence for the defense. So we are one of the largest US military products producers at US, and yes, we are also have a long, big plans for the India, because we all know the both commercial as well as the military aviation is growing very fast, and our top management is also working on some kind of the value proposition for Indian customers. So along with Royco, we have one more brand called the Riolu. So Riolu is nothing but a fire-resistant hydraulic fluid. Mostly goes into the thermal as well as the nuclear power plant, and we all know thermal nuclear. It's a high pressure, high temperature, and we have the chemistry which is approved by maximum all global OEM, those who are into the turbine manufacturers. In India, yes, we also have a big presence for this product portfolio. Third segment is Everest. So this is the brand Everest, mostly goes into the refrigeration oil applications, where we have the backward integrations, which I call it's a synthetic base oil. So we have our own synthetic base oil, it's a POE, polyesters, plus we have our own additives, which we use for refrigeration oil application. It's basically for the compressor, where our product is compatible with most of the oil refrigerant gases. One more segment for the finished goods, the brand name called the Androl. This is again, if I'm not wrong, it's more than 80 years old brand. So with this Androl brand, we are promoting all the finished fluid products. So you can name it hydraulic oil, turbine oil, compressor oil, gear oil, which is approved by the global OEM, and we are producing at the Netherlands and the US manufacturing facility and supplying to the across the globe. Last but not least, it's a grease segment. We are also finest calcium sulfonate grease producers in Canada as well as the Netherlands. We are the first company who started the calcium sulfonate technology grease, and we all know the lithium greases is one of the popular greases across the globe, including India. But because of the prices, most of the grease manufacturers recently switched from the lithium to the calcium sulfonate greases, and calcium sulfonate greases also have some added advantage, but same times the cost, when you are compared with the lithium, calcium sulfonate grease is a little bit higher cost. So most of the customers always prefer the lithium instead of calcium sulfonate. But still we have a good presence as a thickener. We are producing our own thickener, calcium sulfonate, but same times under G2000 series we are also producing the finished greases which can go as per the OEM applications, and we have a certain OEM approvals also available for this G2000 series. So with this G2000 series, we also have a food grade greases as well as a non-food grade greases. So thank you. This is last slide from my side, and
we launch a new product, CCPD it is called, in the globally as a pilot scale now, which will launch when the regulatory pressure comes. So this is small percentage I kept for Rain Chemie. We have a booth. Any technical questions or any more details we can support in the next time.
Thank you, sir. And for our final presentation for the day, I request Mr. Hitesh Shah from Business Unit Polymer Additives to please join us on stage. Can we have a big round of applause, please, for Mr. Hitesh Shah?
And our all friends. I'll introduce myself. I'm basically responsible for Business Unit Polymer Additives for Indian continent, which is one of the segment part of the specialty additives. We are one of the largest business unit within the LANXESS globally. We have a presence in almost every country with 9 production sites and 5 countries. Primarily, we are manufacturing in US and the Europe. We have a technical competency center across the global, primarily in the Europe, US, and also in the China. And then we have almost more than 500 products and across 1800 customers. So our headquarters is basically again in Germany. So this is our entire product portfolio divided into business line. Especially the polymer additives are the world leader for chemistry, starting from bromine and the phosphorus. We are forward integrated into entire chemistry from intermediate to flame retardant. If you can see here the product classification, the first is bromine performance products, where primarily intermediates going into the agro industry, where all the pesticides, insecticides, even the biocides, you name it, whether it's in India or globally, we have a key product, bromine intermediates, either bromine or the bromine intermediates like hydrobromic acid. We also have a very strong presence in the pharmaceutical industry, where a lot of medicines, especially related to your throat infection, that's coming from our key product, hydrobromic acid. Again, we support a lot of for the fluid drills, calcium bromide, and there are some fluid derivatives going into oil drilling applications. Coming to flame retardants, I think we have two chemistry. One is called as a bromine chemistry, another is a phosphorus. So bromine chemistry is primarily used for the appliances. You either it's your handset, you take your home appliance, whether it's a refrigerator, washing machine, your electric wiring, anywhere you see any electronic component, somewhere LANXESS is there, either directly or indirectly, and that's all coming from the brominated flame retardant. Currently, we are more pushing this product into the EV application, electronic batteries. That's something which is growing very fast, especially in the India, picking up. We have another chemistry which is we call as a like a green chemistry for the flame retardant. It's a phosphorus-based chemistry. It's a halogen-free. That's primarily again going into your consumer application, more in the construction application, like your paint, coating, and you name it, anywhere where it's a textile, wherever human touch. So if you go to any theater where you see all the clothes, textiles, all are again treated with flame retardant. So I'm sure you understand how flame retardant plays important role in your day-to-day life. We save life by reducing the fire. You can say reducing the time of fire. So I'll give you a simple example. If any incident happened related to fire, then our flame retardant delays the reaction. Suppose a fire takes place, if without flame retardant, maybe fire takes place in 5 seconds, but with LANXESS specialty flame retardant, it can delay up to 20 seconds. So you get enough time to escape. And generally, if you see, most of the people die because of the smoke, because then you don't have enough time and then lot of smoke generated. So here also LANXESS supports to depress the smoke. That's something we have values coming to the humanity. Coming to another product portfolio, we have a very strong portfolio for the plasticizers. That's something which is in simple layman, like I can say oil. That's used for your day-to-day again for textile application. You might have seen the children wearing the t-shirts. There are a lot of tattoos on that. So that all tattoos are safe because of the LANXESS. We provide a food grade safe plasticizer that is used for all textile application. Even the same product goes into the hand gloves application. Again, we also support for the product like in the construction segment, like for sealants, adhesives, where again you can see even for automotive and the body coating, that's again the same plasticizer support as a VOC-free product. And finally, we also have a very important product portfolio we want called as organic colorants. That's primarily used for again more for packaging industry, like all the beverage. You might be seeing any beverage bottle, either it's a Dew, any brand you take it, Coca-Cola. You see a lot of colors, tint in that bottles. That's nothing but the LANXESS. Even the very famous, I think probably chocolates in the garden, very popular for the children. That's if you see more of the colors in that packaging, that's again the LANXESS provide a safe color for the kids. And then again the similar portfolio, we also strongly present in the inkjet printers. So nowadays you see there are a lot of saris and clothes are printed in the digital textile, where LANXESS have a very strong presence. We are like almost you can say world leader with a company brand like HP, Epson, Canon, almost with 80% market share. So again, this is something which is a very strong presence our brand in the product into this segment. So that's all about the polymer additives. Thank you very much for your time and patience. You want to see the more samples and product we already have in the booth. Thank you very much.